And I'll apologize to you guys.
This is going to set a path for our entire future. So what we're going to do is...
Welcome back.
Let's do a quick recap of what's happened.
We took a break from vlogging. We had a lot to think about.
2017, I lost 2 jobs. We had Shay. We found new friends and a religion, a church. I got baptized. It's been a year.
There's been some really great things and some pretty sucky things.
At this point, my EI, employment insurance, is going to be ending a little over a month away from today. So that leaves me a decision to make for our family to move away to Halifax or Ottawa or somewhere completely different. We're in New Brunswick right here, Canada. Or do we stay? And the reason why we moved here to begin with is to be around family, around Samantha's family, because she gets homesick very easily. That's okay. I mean, she's from a small village. You graduated with how many people?
21. I have a big family, so it only makes sense to be homesick when I'm away from them. Yeah. Especially now that we have children. It makes a big difference.
And this all kind of spiraled because I was feeling really close of getting a few jobs that I was really excited for.
I'd like to apologize. We haven't personally gotten back to a lot of the messages and the people that reached out to us. We found ourselves in just a really tough, kind of an emotional week last week, and it all came out at once in the last video that we posted. If you haven't watched that, go back and watch it, and just to see the struggles that we were going through and just the thought process of what are we going to do with our lives. So I'd like to thank everybody. Every message didn't go unnoticed. We read through everything. We thought it over. We took the weekend just to process and to be with each other and to pray about our situation. And actually things have really made a turnaround. I have to say, like, the overwhelmingly positive comments that we got from you guys is just unbelievable. We never did it for attention at all. We were looking for guidance. We did need support, and we did get that, and it made us feel extremely emotional. I don't know how to explain it. Overall good feelings. I don't know. Oh yeah, for sure. It's nice to hear opinions from you guys, unbiased opinions from people who don't even know us, that have just been watching our lives over the past year and a half. You can talk to family, you get one side, you get the other side, but from you guys, we got opinions that we had to step back and think about. Think about our sacrifices and our goals and our family goals and just how we're gonna go about this life that we're building. We got so many suggestions for what we should do and what type of work I should try, and there wasn't a wrong answer, really. It's just, I had a really great suggestion given to me, and that was to reach out to our pastor. It sounds so obvious how this church has changed our family tremendously in so many positive ways. So that's what I did. I reached out to our pastor. Talk about passion, directiveness, unbelievable support, guidance. He knew what to say, inspired me, got me to recalculate what the sole purpose of why we were here to begin with. Long story short, essentially, I've been with Samantha for 10 years. Over 10 years. Over 10 years now, yeah. Yeah. And this is honestly the first time I've seen Samantha be, honestly, so happy. Genuine happiness. She's with her family. She gets to see Shay and Anna grow up around her family. She has true, inspiring friends that make her so happy. Being with Samantha for over 10 years now just made me realize that I can't be selfish. I shouldn't be selfish. And I felt bad because I slightly was. I moved here for a lot of reasons, one of which was for Samantha, and I don't want to ever come across where I did this for you, now what about me? It's about our children. Them growing up around their cousins and aunts and uncles and grandparents, and I can't change that for the world. And I love the fact that Samantha has true friendships that inspire her and get her to feel good about herself, and she's just glowing. It's amazing. I love that.
It's great.
It makes me feel so happy, and in the back of my head I kind of knew what I wanted to do, but I just needed a push from somebody that, no offense, but wasn't family, because they're slightly biased no matter what they want to say.
Mm-hmm. Coming from your family that's in Ottawa,
yeah,
versus my family that's here.
After talking to my pastor, or our pastor, I reached out to my old boss in Halifax. There wasn't a place for me within my old job, and that was a sign, major sign.
And we didn't realize it at first. You reached out, you got a message back, and you were kind of bummed. And to be honest, it was like, well, do we go to Ottawa? But then it took a minute to think it over, to think about what we would do, and then we just thought, wow, that was a clear sign that it's not meant to be. There's a reason we moved here, and although it's hard, we've been through ups and downs, and moving here wasn't easy, and it was a huge risk. There's a reason we're here.
The easiest way to sum this all up is our pastor told me this: we all have desires. We all have what is a dream, and there's a reason why it's a dream. The way he worded it is amazing, and I can't ever replicate how he said it, but whatever your dream job is, let's say you get there, you reach a place where you plateau, and then you want something more. And you keep pushing and pushing, and there's never enough, never enough, never enough, because that's how our societies build us to be.
Which is not a bad thing. You're always wanting to improve, and you're always wanting to push forward.
The point of the conversation was the fact that I could move back to Halifax, or we could move back to Ottawa, and then whatever I get there, we're going to be unsatisfied again with something. With here, we have amazing relationships that we've built naturally, and they're so genuine. We feel a natural progression that's happened. This church helped us grow. I got baptized at this church. I found myself. I know something's going to come out of this, and it's already starting to.
Last week was a week of downs. Like, we were down, we were emotional, struggling, just feeling almost like depressed. From that, after we took the time to just let things sink in, quite a few opportunities that came up. Now we have to think about, what do you want to do?
After that conversation with our pastor, I just pushed myself to say, I can do this. I'm supporting our children, my wife, who's been every step of the way with this with me, and I had to go out and get it. So I did, and had some really great conversations with people that be a great partnership. So what we're going to do is stay and be with our family and friends. It feels right. Our story is here. Our son, he's sleeping in my old room. That's awesome. We started writing a story here, and we're going to continue writing this story here.
We're not going to give up just because things got hard.
We're too determined. We're going to push through this, and we're going to make it work. And I'm going to do whatever I can to make this work.
And I'm so proud of you for that. Really proud.
I love this girl so much. She deserves so much. We want to thank you so very much for
sticking with us, watching, saying kind words. I have really high hopes for the future, and the future is here.
I feel like we're on such a high right now, an emotional high, just from what we've been through the last few days. And I think this is going to keep us motivated, keep our spirits up.
This is going to set a path for an entire future of our family.
Yep.
That's huge.
It's huge. And I'll apologize to you guys. I hope you don't find that we're dramatic in our decisions. I do feel like our decision last week was a little bit more impulsive because we were going off of an emotional standpoint. I think a lot of it had to do with your mom. She's not doing so good with her health, and she just went through surgery on Friday. I feel like all of this kind of impulsive emotions was a little bit heightened because of that.
She had successful surgery.
Yeah.
She's on a road of recovery.
And we don't want to take away from the seriousness of her health when it comes to our lives here. And we do want to make sure that that is a priority in our lives to think and pray. And
I want to be able to afford to visit our family. I want to be able to have our families proud of the road that we are going through. I don't want to have to rely on others. I want to be able to say that we've made it ourselves. I hope that makes sense. The last thing I want to do is start over at 30. But sometimes that reality check has to hit you at some point. And I guess I just come to terms with it. I've accepted it, and I'm moving on. I've lived in the past for far too long, and it's time to let go of the past and time to start anew.
Stop wallowing in our self-pity.
Yep.
I think so. I think we need to get back to our positive thinking and our just supportive decisions together. And yeah, just keep positive. Thank you for watching our journey. Thank you for supporting us. Thank you for all your kind words. We truly appreciate it more than you'll ever know. I know there's great things to come, and we've been saying this, but this time we have faith, we have hopes, we have each other, we have our family standing behind us, we have great friends, and we have you guys. We have all of you guys all around the world. We may not know you, but you truly have impacted our lives just by watching our videos, by commenting and sharing, and that's all that we can ask for. So
it's very inspiring.
Very inspiring. Hopefully we'll be back to
our normal
vlogs. We love you. And keep a lookout for our next vlog. And you'll see the kids again.
Yeah.
You probably missed the kids. Shay's gained probably about 8 pounds since you've seen him last. Anna's hair is bigger and wilder. And the weekend you haven't seen her.
And she has more of an attitude since.
And she has a purse full of junk.
Yep.
Wait till you see it. We should have an interview with Anna and her purse. What she puts in her purse.
Oh yeah.
It's what's in my bag. Toddler edition. Good night. We'll see you soon.
All right. Good night, guys. Thanks for watching.
Bye.